Hello and welcome to this edition of TMA's Farm Margin Talk. This is Devin Sherling, Grain Marketing Manager for TMA. So as we look at this week's Farm Margin Index, you'll notice that for the 2012 crop year, we saw very little change, with both corn and wheat only moving $1 or $2 in profitability, even though we saw wild swings of price movement throughout the week. Beans were actually our big move, with a whopping $8 increase on irrigated and $5 increase on dry land. So as you can see, it was a fairly calm week when it comes to overall profitability. But where we did see some improvements was out in that 2013 irrigated and dryland corn and bean profitability, where we saw significant increases when corn actually jumped up over that $400 mark of profitability. Once again, this is how we come up with our profit per acres based off new crop cash prices at Groveland, Kansas, and average expected expenses for producers within our territory. So today I want to visit about that 800-pound gorilla in the room. Most people have been looking at the market screen and wondering, my goodness, the new crop or 13 crop year is trading so much below that 12 crop year. What should I do, or should I even do anything? Well, that's part of the reason why TMA always shows in our farm margin talk the 2013 opportunities that are available, to keep your eye on what is available today if you wanted to lock that in. But for example, if December 12 corn was at 809 today and December 13 corn was at 649, that would mean the market is at $1.60 inverse. Meaning the market's worth more today than it is in the future. That primarily happens when we have crop growing condition issues like we currently have today, which says I can limit my demand for this crop up at 809, but I can get all the crop planted that I need at 649, and that's why you have an inverse in a marketplace. And the bean inverse is even bigger at $3.41. So the big question is, well, what should I do in this type of marketplace? And so I put an example together on TMA's Rally Catcher contract for 2013 corn. And instead of just saying this is what you could do today, I wanted to give you a little bit of history of how this contract would work if you were to enter into it. So starting back on July the 10th, the blue line represents the current December 13 futures price. The red line is the trigger price, and the green line is the barrier. So it's very simple. In this case, the producer decided that he wanted to make sure he stayed in the market and didn't get knocked out on a little move lower, so he put a 50-cent window or barrier on this contract, which means if we started at 615 futures, he would be trading down here on his barrier price 50 cents lower. So on the very first day, the market trades lower. At this point in time, since it didn't move 50 cents lower, nothing happens. But as the blue line goes higher, which is your current price, your current futures price, that barrier will move up with you, giving yourself a floor that moves with the marketplace. So it's a great way for a minimal investment to stay in the marketplace and have unlimited upside in the protection of a floor in this marketplace. So for more information on how this works on your farm, feel free to give one of our grain marketing specialists a call. So what's causing the market to move? Well, as we all know, weather is key. And it looks like some of the weather forecasts are putting a little bit more moisture back into the central part, which will be good for the growing soybeans that are out there, to hopefully give them a last shot of rain, last-ditch effort to get a good bean crop here within our territory. The USDA report that came out today, people are really trying to make sense of those numbers and what that means to demand, and really how that's going to affect the next 8 to 10 months' market movements. So with that being said, I hope everyone has a great weekend, and for more information, feel free to contact one of our TMA grain marketing or crop insurance specialists.